how's it going, everybody? BurntBrian here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a slightly modified version of the French 75 cocktail. So, come along and catch a buzz with me. The French 75. Named after a light but powerful French gun used in World War I, a not-so-subtle nod to the drink's lethalness, the citrusy, champagne-topped cocktail was first invented and made famous at the New York bar, now Harry's New York Bar, in Paris in the early 1900s. Though originally made with cognac, a gin-based variation, which first appeared in print back in 1927, has since become the standard bearer. Today's recipes, along with many of the other cocktails that I made, can be found in the Essential Cocktail book. This is actually a book that one of my former roommates got for me as a present, and I've really just enjoyed going through it. There are a lot of classic cocktails in here as well as some modern ones, so I'm going to be taking the recipe that's in here and sort of tweaking it just a little bit to maybe my taste, or to what at least that I have on hand. So this cocktail is rather simple to make. We're going to go with 2 ounces of cognac. We're going with Hennessy VSOP for this one. Actually, haven't had Hennessy in probably, I don't know, maybe like 15 years, like way back in the day when I used to do, you know, some club scenes with friends of mine. I hung out with a group of people that, you know, were always drinking Hennessy. And so, honestly, I think it was just gin and juice. I don't even know really. Maybe we were just chugging it back then. I know it wasn't the VSOP like this. I'm just not in general a big cognac person. It's something that I've never really, you know, been a big fan of. But anyway, we're going to go with 2 ounces of that. And then we also have ½ ounce of lemon juice. Then we've got ¼ ounce of simple syrup. And with the magic of video editing, ice has been added to the shaker. Now it's time to give this thing a healthy shake to get our drink nice and chilled. Got our fluted glass here set and ready. Let's go ahead and shake this thing for about 15 seconds. Like always, you want to give it a nice hard tap right along the seam, and your glass will come right out with no problems. Next, we're going to take our strainer here. We're going to strain what we have into our fluted glass. You have a nice dark color from the cognac. And you have a nice lovely smell with the citrus coming out of this. And next we need 3 ounces of, now the recipe typically calls for champagne. I guess I'm kind of cheating and using just a more of a Prosecco sparkling wine. But I have Mio Nieto Prosecco. I just kind of wanted one of these little small bottles. Makes it easy for me since I don't plan to make a lot of these and don't typically drink champagne. So we're just going to go ahead and unscrew this thing, I guess. It's not like a typical cork. Okay, yeah, so there's no real you know, pressure to it like you would expect from a typical champagne bottle or anything. So we're just going to go with 3 ounces of this. I'm going to measure it out because I don't know if this glass is necessarily a perfect fluted glass like it's supposed to be. This might be a little bit, maybe a little too large for what we're trying to do here, but oh well. Now you're supposed to garnish this with a long curly lemon peel, but I'm not going to worry about that. So this is what we've got. Now it is darker than most of what you'll see because, again, the recipe that's kind of become very well known incorporates gin now instead of cognac, but apparently there's a lot of controversy back and forth about this, and supposedly cognac is said to be the original and most authentic version of it, but then you have others who would argue against that and say no, it's gin. Either way, we've mixed up the cocktail. Here it is. It looks wonderful. Let's give this one a taste. This one's for all of you. Salud. Okay, so now, to me, this is more like a fall style with this drink. And I kind of remember maybe reading this somewhere that with the cognac variation, it just kind of screams more of the fall time. So when I taste this, it's not that I taste apple cider necessarily, but that's kind of what I'm getting like that. That's kind of the feel that I get with this drink. That's where with the cognac it should be. And honestly, I think with the gin, you're probably going to get a lighter, cleaner, maybe brighter sort of drink out of it, so it might be more suited for the summertime, for the hotter weather, if you were to go with the gin variant on this drink. The cognac, though, I gotta say, it is really tasty. Obviously, again, I'm not using a champagne, but with the cheapness of the wine and the champagne, I would have used anyway. It's really similar. This is actually really tasty. Definitely sort of like a spritzer, you know, something that you would have on one of those, again, I guess it's more of a fall-ish kind of weather drinks, and not necessarily on a cold night, but just in general on those darker days as the sun goes down earlier, and you know, it's just the vibe you get during the fall time. That's where this drink fits in. I'll have to try and do the gin variation of this one and see if it is, as I remember sort of reading, that maybe more of a true to a springtime drink when you have the gin. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Have you ever had this cocktail? If you have, please let me know down below in the comments. Just leave me a comment in general. I always love talking with you guys. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. If you click that little bell icon next to the subscribe button, you'll be notified by email as soon as I put out another wonderful video, and you don't want to miss it. You want to be the first to see my videos, right? Awesome. So anyway, again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate all your support, and as always, thank you for watching. Stay toasty, my friends. We'll see you in the next video. Salud.